And for the Phillies, Tony, the 84th time. Keith started the day's 97. And that'll bring up George Foster. Foster 0 counts for all the callers. And the first pitch. And the fastball for ball. That is really strong in the offensive departments. There's a strike, runs and 66 RBIs. The runner goes, but it's ball 4. So Foster
at that low ball. Bo Diaz thought it was a strike.
Well, when you stand up like that, you can lose the pitches.
But you got to stay down, even in a steal situation. You got to kind of stay down in case you do get that pitch.
Strawberry hitting his highest ever in the major leagues, and he gets a base hit through the middle. Hernandez coming around third, and he will score. The throw going into third base, and the Mets lead by a score of 1-0 as Darryl Strawberry picks up his 67th run batted in.
Well, nothing fancy here. Fastball away, and he just jumps on it. He doesn't let Gelfie get ahead of him. And Morgan, who was playing Strawberry a little bit to pull, is surprised that Strawberry sent that first pitch up the middle. Almost looked like Morgan could have dove at that ball and at least got part of it.
One in, runner still at first and second, and Clint Hurdle. And he takes the first pitch for ball 1. At Ty Butter, he hit 286, 22 home runs, and 105 RBIs. 105.
First base. Hubie Brooks at second. The shortstop, Bob Baylor. At third base, Clint Hurdle. This pitch down and away, and he goes with it. Mookie Wilson got a tremendous jump on this ball, and this ball is hanging up in the air, giving him a little bit more time to get to it, but he got a good jump as well.
Gerald, and he gets his first pop-up and makes the play for the out, and Schmidt gets booed. So a 1-2-3 inning for Walt Terrell, and the score at the end of 1 inning to play here at the Vet. The Mets 1 and the Phillies 0. 5 runs batted in. The Mets still wanting to take a look at something. And the fastball hit out to deep center field. Going back is Gross. He's to the wall, and it's over the fence and out of the park, and a home run on his first time at bat in the major leagues.
And Ralph, look at that smile. That smile says it all. And not a bad pitch at all by Gelfie. That ball low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. And Mike just goes out and rips it. Let's watch it here. This pitch out away from Mike and down. And he extends those arms, and he surprises Greg Gross in center field.
Well, you see it go out of the ballpark. A home run is first at bat in the major leagues. There has been only one Hall of Famer to ever make it to the Hall of Fame who hit a home run his first time at bat. 51 players have now hit in his first at bat in the major leagues. That was their only hit in the inning, so no one left on base, and the score at the end of 1.5. The Mets 2 and the Phillies 0.
Fitzgerald again, and he doesn't need to see a replay as we watch that beautiful swing and the ball carrying over the right center field wall. He'll have that picture in his mind the rest of his life, Ralph.
Well, it's got to be quite a thrill. I believe. And the tag is made. Great stop by Bob Baylor, knocking the ball down, and Von Hayes trying to score from second base is thrown out. So that ends the inning as we look at it again.
And Bob Baylor knows what he's doing. He knows he's got to get a piece of this. This ball hit very hard by Diaz. He dives. He just wants to keep it in the infield. It falls out. He gets up immediately, and apparently Von Hayes is running through Dave Bristol's, the third base coach's, hold. And he keeps going. He's a dead duck. Baylor knows that. He bounces the ball to make it an easier play for Fitzgerald, and the tag is dropped right on him. He's out.
So no runs on 2 hits and 1 man left on base, and the score at the end.
Looking down that ball, and Von Hayes is just right now at third base, and Baylor knows that he's got an easy play if he makes a good throw, and he bounces it. Fitzgerald up in front of the plate, had the plate blocked. You know, the only thing Hubie Brooks has to remember is how short this throw is here. He's used to gunning it across the infield. He's got to take a whole lot off of it. That's going to, if he plays second base, he can play another 50. Well, we're going now to the top half of the 4th inning. The Mets leading in this ball game 2-0.
Middle. That's Darryl Strawberry, who singled in a run. Ball hit well, right field. Von Hayes back. That ball is out of here. Home run. 25th home run of the year for Darryl Strawberry. He is now 5th in the National League in home runs. Woo!
Amazing to see where he's come from, guys, from the 11 o'clock in the morning games at St. Petersburg that we played against him this spring. Just amazing to see the confidence build in him just the few times I've seen him recently.
Well, he had a tough time, Kitty, when he first came up. Didn't really quite know what to look for. Was a little anxious, and he's really settled down. Here we watch him keep his hands back. He has his body in motion, but those hands stayed back. And he hits a typical Dave Kingman home run up in the air and a long ways.
Towering drive to right field. Darryl Strawberry, his 25th home run of the year, his 68th RBI. Clint Hurdle, the batter, 0-1. Fastball misses, 1-1 to Hurdle. Darryl Strawberry. Oh, baby. We're going to be talking about him for a long, long time, aren't they, Jim? He's made Fitzgerald the story tonight. His first major league at bat, he belted a home run to almost straightaway center field.
Timmy, I don't know about your last one.
And LaFay's going to argue, but only momentarily. A 5-4-3 double play.
A very difficult chance for Hubie's first chance at a double play and turning it. Hurdle has to make sure he makes a good throw here, and it's a low throw as he's still on the run, throws it low. This is where Hubie's strong arm comes in, as he can't really step to first base, but he's got to unload it. Throws it low, but Keith digs it out.
So a good piece of pitching by Walt Terrell. He got the big double play ball. And now the fly ball out by Bo Diaz. No runs, 1 hit. Joe fouls. Still a threat. A fake break at first. Goes Stone, and Morgan fouls it.
For Joe Morgan.
2-2 to Morgan. 1 out. Stone at first, and a throw to first. Oh, good move, and he got him. Jeff Stone is picked off of first base by Walt Terrell. And he had him leaning on this one. Whereas in 1 left, and after 5 here at Veterans Stadium, the Mets 3 and the Phillies nothing.
Your local listings for the date and the time. Jim Cott, what do you think is the most expensive sport?
I don't think we got enough time to cover all of that. Timmy and I played enough. We played golf for high enough stakes today.
Well, we're watching the Philly Fanatic. David Raymond, the son of Tubby Raymond, who is the University of Delaware football coach. And this guy, I think, is the best. It's between David Raymond, the Philly Fanatic, and the San Diego Chicken, I think.
Yeah, I think if you went around the bullpens in the National League where we sit around and talk about things like that, I think David Raymond would win hands down. I mean, the Chicken is great, but David just has that charisma. He can imitate players, great relationship with the players, and even though he plays around sometime, like right now during the heat of the game, he never does it in a way that he offends guys. And he's really had an impact on this city.
He's went over, but it hit the... Hey, Hernandez may have 3 on this. And in fairness to Von Hayes, he had no way of knowing how to play that carom off what used to be the picnic area here at Veterans Stadium. And it's a triple for Keith Hernandez, his 7th of the year.
Well, he's got to make some kind of judgment here. The ball right on the line. If he goes at the fence and it gets by him, he's in more trouble than he is if it hits it and comes back out. He decides to go in the corner, and it just nicks that corner, comes straight out, and the race is on right here.
Hayes' throw is way offline and late, and Hernandez is the runner at third with nobody out. I'm sure the
hitter's coming up right after George, so if he missed with it, he was still in a good double play situation.
It's like a right-hander's slider.
Darryl Strawberry 2 for 2, 2 RBIs. He is now batting .253, his highest average since joining the Mets. Fastball is high and away.
Explore it a little further.
Slider, strike, 1-1. The reason being that I've heard, one theory, is that they face right-handers more than left-handers. Ball hit well to left field. This ball is going to be a fair ball. Strawberry into second. Hernandez scores. Darryl Strawberry with a single, a double, and a home run, and 3 runs driven in. Such an effortless swing, and he hit the ball at short, hopped the fence in left field.
Well, when you're hot, you're hot. The only mistake McGraw made here is getting this ball up and out over the plate. Gives him a chance to lift that ball out there, and you know, he is an amazing young man. Those long arms can reach out there and hit that ball 330 feet to the base of the wall the opposite way on an easy swing.
Looked like the ball kind of jammed him, didn't it?
Well, 2 months ago, I think the way he was swinging when I saw him, that is the kind of pitch he probably would have, but being more selective and more confident, along with that great swing, has done wonders for his career. He comes up very much like a young pitcher. You have a tendency
to be the runner for Dave Kingman. Frank Howard thinking more, properly thinking more of defense now with the Mets with a 4-run lead. Bob Baylor 0 for 2. There goes Strawberry, and Oquendo going. Diaz gets a trail runner, and now Oquendo knocks the ball out of Joe Morgan's glove, and it's a double steal. The ball beat Oquendo to second base, but Oquendo kicked that ball right out of Joe Morgan's glove.
Well, I don't think Joe Morgan really ever had this ball. They've got Oquendo real easy at second base. This ball kind of hits in his glove and pops right back out. There's that little glove again. Not much surface to get it in there. Strawberry gets a good jump. Diaz decides to go to second, had Oquendo.
So now they're going to walk Bob Baylor intentionally.
Oh.
Darryl Strawberry, 7.
Have a real nice cushion here going into the 6th inning.
Not only that, he's going to have his first grand salami.
Not only that, his first major league home run and his first at bat, and he's grounded to short. Taps it. Back in '69, huh, Kitty?
Yes.
Screwball. More time. We'll see what Diaz and McGraw think. Count 0-2 to 5.
Well, maybe a lot of screwballs, but never from a pitcher.
All right, bud. See a lot of them in the major leagues, too. Fastball is inside, and slider jammed him. Joe Morgan tags, or did he tag Bob Baylor? Safe at second base. Second base umpire Frank Pulley now calls him safe. Frank actually should have made that call before the throw to first base. Do you agree?
Exactly. Not going to be hit hard enough to go to second to first the conventional way. Now you can see he clearly missed him.
Going to make up.
Bob Force discusses this pitch a lot, and I think it's one of the most dangerous pitches in the game, but you get by with, see how it comes inside and then breaks over the inside part of the plate. It just kind of locks him up. But of course, if a hitter is in a hitting count, 2-1 or 3-1, that's a pitch he's going to hit along, that he can handle that ball right there.
Change up, got him. Foul tip. And Von Hayes goes out. Walt Terrell striking out his first 2 batters of the night here in the 6th inning, so he keeps getting stronger. And the second time the Phillies have gone down in order. And after 6 innings of play, the Mets 5 and the Phillies 9.
And making the catch. And that retires the side. 1 man left on. And the score at the end of 7 now. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies 1. Game. And he could hit for the cycle if he would come up with a 3-base hit. The last Met to hit for a cycle was Mike Phillips, who did it
With a lot of relievers, going to work from the stretch. You know, Darryl Strawberry flirted with a cycle. If you remember, he had a single, a triple, and a home run about 2 weeks ago at Shea.
He has never had 4 hits in the game in the major leagues, but he hasn't been here very long. And there's a fastball outside.
Shattered every record for the Mets. 1865. Home runs by a left-hander. Oh.
This ball hit the deep left field. It's back there. If it's off the wall, he could get a triple. But it is just a shade short. So Strawberry, with a long fly ball, is out for the first time tonight.
Well, it's not going to take the National League pitchers long to quit pitching Darryl Strawberry outside. I mean,